Welcome to our channel. Today's story is not just history, it is a mystery about identity, power, and a name that changed how the world sees a nation. How did Persia become Iran? The answer is deeper than you think. Stay till the end because this story will completely change your understanding of history. Long ago, there was a powerful land known as Persia. It was rich, strong, and full of culture. Kings ruled large empires. Their influence spread across continents. People respected Persia as one of the greatest civilizations in the world. But here is something surprising. The people who lived there did not always call it Persia. That name came from outsiders, foreign travelers, and Greek writers used the word Persia to describe the land. But inside, the story was very different. The real name used by the people was Iran. It meant land of the Aryans, a name connected to their identity and roots. For them, Iran was not just a place, it was a symbol of who they are. So why did the world call it Persia for so long? The answer begins with a small region called Persis. It was one part of a much larger land, but when ancient Greeks met people from this region, they used that name for the whole empire. As time passed, the name Persia spread across the world. It appeared in books, maps, and stories. Slowly, it became the common name used by outsiders. But inside the land, the people still remembered their true identity. Persia was not just a name, it was an empire of great kings like Cyrus the Great. His rule created one of the largest empires in history. It brought together many cultures, languages, and traditions under one system. But history is never stable. Empires rise and empires fall. Persia faced many invasions, from Alexander the Great to other rulers. The land changed many times, yet something important survived: its identity. Even when foreign rulers came, the culture did not disappear. The language stayed, the traditions remained. The people continued to see themselves as part of a larger story, a story connected to the name Iran. After many centuries, a new chapter began. Islam spread into the region after Arab conquest. This changed religion, politics, and society. But still, the deeper identity of the people did not vanish. Different dynasties ruled the land over time. Some were local, others were foreign, but each period added something new. The culture became richer, more complex, and stronger. Iran was not just surviving, it was evolving. Still, the outside world continued to use the name Persia. It became famous in art, literature, and trade. For many people, Persia meant beauty, history, and ancient power. But the real story was still hidden. Inside the country, the name Iran never disappeared. It was used in traditions, language, and identity. It was always there, quietly waiting to return to the world stage. Then came a time when leaders started thinking differently. They wanted to show a new image of their country, not just as an ancient empire, but as a modern nation with a strong identity. This is where the story takes an important turn, because the change from Persia to Iran was not random. It was a decision, a powerful decision that would affect how the entire world sees this country. The question is, why did they do it? Why change a name that was already famous across the world? What was the real reason behind this shift? The answer is more political, more emotional, and more powerful than it seems. Because names are not just words, they carry identity, history, and meaning. Changing a name means changing how people think about you. And that is exactly what was about to happen. In the early 20th century, the world was changing fast. Countries were redefining themselves. Leaders wanted control over their image. They wanted respect, power, and recognition on their own terms. And in this moment of change, one decision was made. A decision that would officially replace Persia with Iran. A decision that still affects the world today. But what really happened behind that decision? Was it just a name change or something much deeper? The answer will surprise you, and the next part of this story will reveal the truth behind one of history's most powerful identity shifts. In the year 1935, something unexpected happened. The ruler of the country, Reza Shah, made an official request to the world. He asked all foreign nations to stop using the name Persia and start using Iran. This was not just a simple change, it was a bold move. Many people were surprised by this decision. Persia was already famous across the world. It had a strong historical image. So why change it? Reza Shah believed that the name Iran better represented the true identity of the people living in the country. He wanted the world to see the country as modern and independent. He wanted to move away from the old image created by outsiders. The name Iran was not new, it was original. It came from the people themselves, not from foreign voices. This decision was also political. Reza Shah wanted to strengthen national pride. By using the name Iran, he connected the present with the ancient roots of the people. It was a way to remind the world and his own nation of their real identity. But not everyone agreed with this change. Some people believed that the name Persia had great cultural value. It was known for poetry, art, and history. Changing it felt like losing a part of that global recognition. Even outside the country, many were confused. Scholars, historians, and travelers were used to calling it Persia. The sudden change created debate. Some accepted it quickly, Others continued using the old name for many years. Still, the government remained firm. Official documents, maps, and international relations started using Iran. Slowly, the new name became common. Over time, the world adjusted to this change. But here is something interesting. Even today, both names are used in different ways. Persia is often used when talking about history, culture, and art. Iran is used for the modern country. This shows how strong both identities still are. The change from Persia to Iran was not about removing the past, it was about reshaping the future. It was about choosing how the nation wanted to be seen in a new world that was rapidly changing. This story also teaches us something deeper. Identity is powerful. Names carry meaning. They shape how others see us and how we see ourselves. Changing a name can change perception, respect, and even influence. Raza Shah's decision was not just about politics, it was about pride, it was about telling the world, this is who we are. And sometimes that kind of statement can be more powerful than any army or empire. As years passed, Iran continued to grow and change. It faced challenges, conflicts, and transformations, but the name remained strong. It became a symbol of both ancient history and modern identity. People around the world now recognize Iran as a nation with a deep past and a complex present. Its story is not simple, it is filled with culture, struggle, and strength. And when we look back, we realize something surprising. The name Persia never truly disappeared. It still lives in history, in books, and in memory. It is a reminder of where everything began. So, Persia and Iran are not enemies, they are parts of the same story. One represents the past and the other represents the present. Together, they form a complete identity. In the end, this story is not just about a name, it is about identity, change, and the power of self definition. It shows how a nation can choose its own path and shape how the world sees it. And maybe that is the real lesson here. We all have a past, but we also have the power to define our future. Just like Persia became Iran, change is always possible. History is full of such moments, small decisions that create big changes, a simple name, a simple idea, but a powerful impact that lasts for generations. This story reminds us to look deeper. Behind every name, there is a meaning. Behind every change, there is a reason. And behind every nation, there is a story waiting to be understood. In the end, the journey from Persia to Iran shows how one decision can change global perception, and through this hidden historical story, you can also learn English while understanding a powerful truth about identity, culture, and change.